for a brilliant cast. This is a great turnout. I'm so happy to see so many of you. And I'm going to have the privilege of asking the cast here a few question and answers. I'm sure you all want to ask your own questions. We'll have time for that. And I'm going to begin, well, you know, the person center stage, Kareena. We have to ask you the first question if you don't mind. Like, I am going to start with you. So, Kareena, you've literally molded the modern avatar of the heroine, okay? You've been a game changer. You've done many, many firsts in your life. How does it feel to be debuting all over again, this time with Netflix? What has changed? How does it feel?
I think I'm more nervous than what I was 23 years ago.
You've got to be
Somehow,
kidding me.
yeah, for the first time, because I just feel like I was watching the promo even so closely on a television screen. So, people watching me so close, in their homes. I think I don't know. I'm obviously nervous, but I know one thing for sure, that we all have worked really hard. Of course, every actor in whichever film works really hard. But I think Sujoy's made a fantastic film because I believe in him. We've been wanting to work together for, I think, over a decade. And it's just happened. And it happened thanks to, my dearest friend Jayu, who's made this film along with Akshay, who had this idea actually when we were shooting Bhoot Police, and it just came up that, why don't we make the book? And I was actually pregnant with Jay at that time. And we were in Dharamshala, and I was like, it was such a lovely idea. And it just, everything just fell together. And when Jayu came to me and he said that, okay, we're doing the film, and Sujoy is very excited because he's been with the script.
Right.
And I said, why don't we do it for Netflix? Because, everyone's doing so much work on Netflix and it's so good. And I don't want to be left behind. I want to do it. And he was like, yeah. And then obviously he was like, he threw some actors' names and he was like, yeah, whatever. And then I was like, listen, I want to work with, some really amazing actors.
Unusual choices for you.
Yeah, just something. I said, somebody that I can,
Yeah.
I just, add some sort of freshness, some I can learn from. And then he was like, yeah. And then he came back and he was like, I think Jaideep would be amazing for the professor's role and Vijay for this part.
That's a dream cast right
And
there.
I was like, I just didn't even think for a second. I was like, this is it. I want to do this. I want to work with them. I want to learn from them. And I can't thank both of them enough for just being so amazing that I would sometimes just be like in the middle of the shot, be looking at them like, and forgetting actually my lines. And I've never done that with any actors ever, because I think they're just so natural. So I think it's been like it's just meant to be. And Netflix, I think, so amazing for making this project and giving us the opportunity to tell this beautiful story with a lot of fog.
Right, so many firsts. Jaideep, you're playing mathematician in this film. आप इस film में jujitsu भी कर रहे हैं. And you're playing a very enigmatic, peculiar sort of character that we can see from the promo. And it's also a sort of understated machismo वाला role. अभी तक हमने आपको बड़े outwardly machismo वाले roles में पसंद किया है. So what is it that you haven't done for the roles that you play yet? Because you obviously work so hard on every single character that you play. आप इसके बारे में बहुत सोच के करते होंगे. What is it that you haven't done or would not like to do?
नहीं, ऐसा तो कुछ नहीं है. कोशिश ये रहती है कि कुछ नया करने को मिल जाए, और जब टीम अच्छी होती है तो बहुत सारा काम आसान हो जाता है, मेरा ये मानना है. तो जब स्क्रिप्ट मेरे पास आई थी तो सर ने, दादा ने जब सुनाया उसको, तो मुझे बहुत ज़्यादा ये लगा कि यार ये कहानी बहुत अलग है. एंड देन आई थिंक दादा वाज वेरी स्केयर्ड कि ये मुझे बोलेंगे कि मैं ये लुक देने वाला हूँ, तो आई विल डिनाई दैट. एंड बट आई थिंक मेरे लिए वो हुक पॉइंट था कि अच्छा, इस तरह का इंसान दिखने वाला है नरेन व्यास.
So let me get this straight. किसी ने आपको बोला कि आपको 2 घंटे का प्रोस्थेटिक करना पड़ेगा रोज मेकअप, आपने कहा ये बात अच्छी है, मैं ये करता हूँ.
ये नहीं बताया गया था. वो थोड़ा मुश्किल हो जाता है. बट उसको फिर से वही बात, आप उस प्रोसेस में रहते हो तो बहुत मजा आता है. देन एंटायर टीम आपको हेल्प करती है वो करने में. और फिर जब कास्ट ऐसी हो आपके साथ
So ज़्यादा time नहीं
तो
लगा to
ज़्यादा
say yes.
ज़्यादा
This
मेहनत
is
नहीं
what I'm
करनी-
doing.
ज़्यादा मेहनत नहीं करनी पड़ती
Amazing. I have many questions to ask you, but I have to ask Vijay the next one. This is your 6th title with Netflix. हाँ, तो ये question तो बनता है. Do you love Netflix or does Netflix love you more? I will let Monica answer
Before
it
he
first.
says anything, I just want to add and counting.
Oh, really? She's not counting. I don't think anybody is. So,
I think
what is?
I
Take
think-
us through this collaboration. ये
I
कैसे
think-
हो रहा है?
I think for a break, for a good welcome break, I'm in a very healthy relationship with Netflix, and it's only growing stronger. From being a situationship to we have actual relationship now, and it's getting into I don't know, I can't say much, but there's a lot more coming on Netflix.
Monica's going to order a ring very soon then. But honestly, what was it about the film and the character that you played in the story? You looked very different. You looked really, upbeat. It was a role that was very different from what we've seen you in. So, what is it that attracted you to this one?
I think it was there are two things.
Huh.
So it was a role of a good police officer.
Oh, first there as well.
So I felt like it was a welcome change for me and all the audience who have traumatized in the past with my portrayals on screen. So this was a welcome, refreshing change for me. And second of all, I think the character demanded a certain kind of a physical prowess and skills, which my very couch-friendly body wasn't very familiar with. So I put myself in a grilling
Oh my
training
God.
for 4 months
Wow.
to get to where I had to. And thanks to Sujoy who made it happen for me.
So let's just ask Sujoyda the next question. Wonderful trailer, exciting. Everyone's looking forward to it. Yes? Wow. Okay. Chalo, itna bhi. I want to ask you one thing. You've always said, and I heard you say somewhere before, that at the core, Jaane Jaan is a romance. It's a love story. How difficult is it to have the love story come through when your plot is constantly twisting and turning? You know, you have actually married two very important spaces together. How difficult is it to craft something like that?
In this case, it was a little easy because I had that book in my hand. I was given it on a plate, so it was just a process of taking it and adapting it. But the focus was for me. It was always a love story. When you read the book, people
Yeah.
tell you it's a thriller, it's a murder mystery, it's ye hai, wo hai, alana falana dimkara. But mere liye this was just pure love story. A man who would do anything for love, and he didn't expect anything in return. That's the bit which I had, a difficulty to, because I'm not like that.